Hello dear students, how are you? So previously we have done 2015 Delhi question paper with the marking scheme, and today we are going to do 2016. Okay, so here is the table called store with these number of columns. You can see store ID, name, location, city, number of employees, date of opened, and sales unit. Okay, so this is your data, and you have to write query on the basis of certain questions, and then you have to find out output of the query. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. So first question is this: to display name comma location, city, sales amount of stores. So let us read it again. To display name, location, city, sales amount of stores in descending order of sales amount. Okay, so let us figure out how many columns we want. So name, location, city, and sales. So select name, location, city, and sale amount. Right now, previously also I have told you that you have to take extra care of the column names. Okay, use exactly the same name as mentioned in the table, not from the question. Right, from store it is the table, and then order by sales amount in descending order, because it says stores in descending order of sales. Okay, and important is DESC at the end. Notice there is no comma in between orders by, and order and by are the two separate words. Okay, then there is a space, sales amount, then there is also a white space, then DESC. Okay, and in case of ascending order you can simply skip it, or you can specify ASC if it is in ascending order. Okay, as usual we have discussed the query is always of two halves. Half is for the select and half is for the order by. Now let us move to our next question. To display name of stores along with sales amount of those stores that have fashion anywhere in their store name. Okay, so we have to display only two columns, that is names and sales amount. So here is name and here is sales amount, and where what of those stores that have fashion anywhere in the store. So there will be a pattern matching, right? So for pattern matching we use a like operator. Okay, so anywhere is specified, so in the beginning and at the end we use a percent, and then we should have a word called fashion. Right, so the query will go like this: select name comma sales amount from store where name like fashion percent. Right, and as usual it is also divided into two parts. The next is to display store name comma location and date of opened of stores that were opened before 1st March 2015. Obviously you have to be careful that name of the column cannot contain a space, so you can check it what is the name of the column. So date opened without a space is there. Many people commit mistake in specifying a space. So in computers we do not have any name which contains a space, so be careful about it. Now let us see the query. Select name, location, and date opened from store where date open is greater than this much. Okay, or you can simply specify in ticks as well. Okay, now next, to display total sales amount of each city along the city name. Okay, so you have to group by according to the city, and you have to calculate the sum. So query will be select sum sale amount or city comma sale amount. You can reorder according to your needs. So it can be city comma sum sale amount or sum sale amount comma city from store group by city. Okay, notice this column and this column should always be same. Right, so half marks for the select query and half marks for the group by clause. Now coming to the next, select distinct city from stores. Obviously this is really simple. I have earlier also told you that there is always one question from a distinct, count distinct, or count. From these three we will always get at least one question. So this is really very important to learn what is distinct, distinct or count, right? You have to prepare these topics. So distinct city, Delhi, Mumbai are the two different cities. So the output according to this table will be Delhi and Mumbai, right? And let's see what is the output here. So here we have city, Delhi and Mumbai. Notice one more thing. Column name is also given city, but if you test in MySQL, it will give you distinct city. Okay, wait a minute. Let me open MySQL. Let's have like this. Ram use db1 select a strip from EMP. Now here you can see we have different jobs. I want a query somewhat like this: select distinct job from EMP. Oh sorry, I made the mistake like this. Okay, so now you can see, okay, now you can see the column name, right? So job, you have to be careful specifying the job. Okay, now let us see the sixth question, and here is select name comma length name comma left name comma 3 from store where number of employee is less than 3. Okay, so number of employees, you can check it out, less than 3 we have only here. Okay, so and what other thing it says name is whatever the name is. It's I think less than 3 we have, no, we don't have less than 3, so it will give you empty set. Okay, hope you got this right. And the next question is write a query to create a table event with the following structure. I think this is really very easy. You just have to create a table. Let's see, create table event, then event ID, where primary key, right? So this is pretty easy. I think you can do it, but notice there is no comma before the complete definition of the column name. Okay, and similarly for this one, and finally we do not have comma at the end, then semicolon. And see what is the marking scheme. Half marks for create table. So if you write create table event, you get a half marks for the column name with data types, or for example event ID where event name where 30. So if you write a column name with the data types, you will get a half marks for the primary key constant and half marks for the not null constant. Okay, right? So let us conclude this topic here only, and for you we will be having a question, that is you have to do one more question. Let's say it should be outside Delhi 2017. Okay, now let's say 2017, that is outside Delhi 2017. Let's quickly jump to our question number 5 and give you a screenshot. So this is consider the table infants, and here you can create a table and you can go through this. Okay, so you have to do this, right? Pause your screen and I will try to send a screenshot of this, or I will send this question paper on Google Classroom, but if it is not there, you can simply pause the screen and try to do it. Okay, next day we will discuss outside Delhi compartment question paper. So bye bye for now and have a nice day.